Okay, so these are the things that I will not be apologizing for anymore in my 30s. And when I say anymore, it's because I've most likely done some of these things, or maybe even all of these things in the past. So number one, I am no longer going to be over explaining myself, especially to people who are just dead set on misunderstanding me. And I think this is really important because there are times where in life you will find yourself over explaining yourself to people that actually don't even care. And the reason why you'll see they don't care is because they're just dead set on misunderstanding you purposely because they don't like you for whatever reason. So especially if you know they don't like you for whatever reason, do not even over explain yourself. Over explaining yourself to strangers is just not worth it. There are times where, you know, there may be a misunderstanding about something and you do have to explain, but there are also other times where you could truly discern that it's not even worth wasting your time. So number two is having firm boundaries. So I think this just helps you with avoiding certain situations, especially things that are just unnecessary. When Especially, like, let's say you know someone or like a group of people that you continuously surround yourself with, you know that if you do not put up boundaries with them, you are going to be harmed or hurt in a specific way. So in order to avoid that, because you have seen a pattern of that, just put up these boundaries. And if people that you have around you are not able to stick to your boundaries or respect your boundaries, that just shows you that they do not have respect for you and they just shouldn't be someone that you have in your life. So that's just how I see it. I think that if people cannot respect the boundaries that you have put in place for a specific reason, and they want to find a reason to complain about it, then that's just showing you that they do not respect you as a person. So I personally can't keep people in my life like that because it just shows me that they just have no respect for me. So number three is very similar to number two, but it's basically saying no, but not feeling bad for saying no. I know that this is something that I did have a hard time with. Like, I actually had a really hard time with saying no when I was younger, and it was like, it almost felt like I was sacrificing myself every time I would say yes just to please the other person or the other people. It felt like I was sacrificing myself and taking so much out of myself just to do things that I knew those people wanted me to do in order for them to be happy and for them to be pleased, and it just never really did anything for me. And I think that when you're saying yes, when you're giving your yes to something, you're basically agreeing to it, and it should not just benefit the other person, it should also benefit you as well. But I also definitely think that when we do make certain commitments with other people in our life, we also have to understand that there are moments where we do have to show up for people, where we may not feel like showing up, but we still should be showing up. I'm not talking about situations like that. I'm just talking about just having clear boundaries. You may not want to do something, but you say yes to it anyways just to please the person. I find that for me it's just unnecessary to do that now, and if people don't understand, then that's just on them. Because one of the biggest things is that I felt like I was just always left feeling emotionally drained, especially when I wasn't allowing myself to pour into myself more than I was pouring into other people. So it just was not worth it for me. Okay, number four is harping on situations that I cannot change, or feeling shameful about things that have happened that I cannot change. So I just learned that I believe that this one is more of like a mental battle, because you're just putting so much of your focus and your energy into something that truly most likely does not have any real relevance to the important things that you really have going on in your life. And I have learned that that is actually tied to like anxiety. So that is definitely something that I will not be doing, not allowing myself to be doing anymore. If I see those things coming up, I definitely just nip them in the bud completely and, you know, continuously work on that. So number 5, also really similar, but also it's beating myself up for making mistakes. So I think that we all have to remember that in life we are going to make mistakes. We are all human. We are bound to make mistakes. We are not perfect people. And I think that if you are a person that struggles with perfectionism in any type of capacity, you most likely will beat yourself up at certain times for making mistakes. And this is something that we don't have to do to ourselves. Life is hard enough. We just have to find the solution to that thing. Like if you made a mistake and it hurt somebody, apologize to that person, genuinely apologize. And maybe there are moments where you apologize to people and they're not willing to accept your apology, or maybe they're needing time to accept your apology and they're needing to heal because of whatever it is. Because sometimes in life we can hurt people unintentionally, but it's about how you handle that situation. Are you going to just be like, I'm right, they're wrong? Or are you going to be humble and apologize for what you have done? Okay, so number 6 is using my free time for me and instead of making it about other people. So this almost goes into like creating the boundaries thing, because there was a time in my life where I was just always making time for other people and just truly neglecting myself. And I'm the type of person that needs to recharge and have my alone time. And when I don't do that, it's just draining and it leaves me feeling exhausted. So I am going to just allow myself to pour into me. We all have different ways of living, different ways of being as humans. Like we are all so different, and we just have to understand who we are as people. We have to understand ourselves. And if you know that doing something is going to drain you of your energy rather than making you feel better, if you know that making a certain commitment is not 100% necessary and you just need that time for you, just allow yourself to have that me time. So number 7, and I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this as well or have experienced this as well, not shrinking yourself or dimming your light to make other people feel comfortable. So in life, if you haven't noticed, when you show that you are confident, people don't like that. People don't like when you are a confident person, especially when they're insecure. They want you to dim your light, dumb yourself down so that they can feel better about themselves. But I've learned that it's never good to do that, because you're not staying true to yourself. So already you're not going to feel your best because you're depriving yourself of who you truly are. There are people that get jealous, that get intimidated, that get hateful because you have something that they are lacking, something that they want. So I've learned that it's never good to do that, and just allow yourself to be who you truly are, be the leader that you truly are, and just allow yourself to shine. So number 8 is not being afraid to start over as many times as I need to, especially when it comes to like career changes, career shifts. I feel like we have only one life to live. Don't feel scared and don't feel like you have to stay stuck in a box, because for whatever reason maybe you feel like you may have to stay stuck in a box, but that's just not what life is. I believe that we all have many different things that we can and should be accomplishing in life. So when we hold ourselves back in that way because we may be fearful or we may be unsure, maybe we're scared of being judged, then we miss out on the opportunities that truly align with the higher version of ourselves that we are meant to be elevating into. So if you see that you are desiring something or you want to try something out and work on something, I feel like that's definitely something that you should do, and the worst that you would have to do is start over. So number 9 is walking with God and being different and not molding myself to fit the trends of what's happening or fitting the crowd for the moment. I realize that in life I've always been different, and I'm not gonna run away from that. I think that being unique and being different is something that we should truly just embrace. It's our uniqueness that makes us who we are today, and it makes us the irreplaceable people that we truly are. And I would recommend that if you guys are like that as well, that you just truly be who you are. It can be difficult sometimes, I can't lie, when you are different, because in this world that we live in, it's like we are constantly having to mold ourselves to fit in with certain environments. For example, you work in a corporate environment, you work somewhere professional, you have to, you know, mold yourself in a way but still allow yourself to be true to yourself. I believe that that is what gets us far in life. So if there is anything that you're not apologizing for in your 30s, or maybe you're in your 20s, your 40s, your 50s, leave your comment down below and share it with us, and I hope to see you all in another video.